Here are my quick spoiler-filled thoughts for Thunderbolts. The MCU recently had been a mixed bag when it comes to quality and success, and while I still enjoy some of their films, they don't hit as hard as the films before the entire multiverse saga. And bottom line, I'm just burnt out recently when it comes to cape shit. It's also one of the reasons why I have no energy pumping out videos for this channel since I primarily focus on spirit stuff. Thunderbolts was one of those projects that I had no excitement for whatsoever, and after the disappointment of Brave New World, I had the expectation that this film might be an alright superhero adventure about Marvel's Suicide Squad. And just by the marketing, I kinda knew where this was going. And I was right, I did predict the whole plot of this film. But on the flip side, I was surprised. I never expected for a film starring a bunch of the MCU's quote-unquote forgotten anti-heroes to touch me on a personal level. And I really love the characters of this film. They're a bunch of rejects and losers, but at the same time they have relatable struggles which made them compelling. And I liked how the creators managed to explore a bunch of topics regarding mental health without playing it for laughs unlike Endgame. I also like that they released this during Mental Health Awareness Month. I also like the music and score, which was a strange thing to say. Besides the Guardians trilogy or the main Avengers theme, I never found the MCU to have memorable scores, but this film thankfully had a soundtrack that elevated the entire thing, especially the main Thunderbolts theme, which have been looping on my playlist for a couple of days now. The action packed a punch, the practical stunts were a breath of fresh air, and I never saw a single ugly CGI of this film, thankfully, which added to the grounded and gritty nature that they were going for, and they succeeded. Yelena and Bob were obviously the best characters of this film, they carried the whole thing, but the other characters were also good, even if they weren't properly fleshed out, especially Ghost, who I wish had some form of backstory for her. And talking about the film's other problems, as much as I love the third act, it's possibly the most emotionally charged and one of my favorite final battles that the MCU has given to us. The entire film just ended, abruptly. And just like that abrupt ending, Taskmaster's death here was also laughably abrupt in every inconceivable way, and Marvel wasted another good comic book villain. But honestly, at the end of the day, I still highly enjoy this film, even if it's not as polished as other team films like the Guardians trilogy. I'm just glad that we got this kind of Marvel movie that feels like the old Marvel, without pulling in the nostalgia tricks, and managed to make a story about a bunch of broken individuals and emotional ride about depression, redemption, and friendship.